Day of Dragons. A lot has been said and written about Day of Dragons, about its developer, and about broken promises. But I'm not here to add to that catalog. There are plenty of resources and a lot of drama videos on YouTube you can fall into if that's in your interest. Other than a cursory search and a college-style skimming of articles to get just enough information to pretend I know enough about the subject to not look like a total idiot when the professor calls on me for, playing Pokemon on my laptop, I haven't actually fallen too deep into the drama hole. Instead, I played the game. In fact, I played the game before I knew anything about it. So what follows are my own opinions, which are the best opinions. Day of Dragons is an online multiplayer dragon survival sim game. If you've seen the other videos on my channel, that was a very familiar string of words, with the outlier being dragon. To start the game, you choose a dragon type, and you pick buff dragon, because a dragon that goes to the gym and doesn't skip leg day sounds fucking dope. You hatch from an egg, try not to die, grow, never get any bigger, and eventually learn that buff is the RPG term for buff, and that you'll never be a muscle dragon. So you try out the other dragons: Fire Dragon, Plasma Dragon, Fire Wyvern. You save Wyvern for last because while still a worm, they are not a true dragon. All 4 dragons in the game, including the buff dragon, have varying abilities, applying growth buffs, breathing fire, predator vision, predator cloaking, self-immolation. And you use those abilities to kill leeches. And leeches, and leeches, and leeches, and leeches, and leeches, and if you grow tired of killing leeches, you can always fly across the barren desert with no noticeable landmarks using a fan-made map with coordinates to find your way to a new oasis filled with leeches. Or you could fly across the miserably boring desert checking your coordinates until you find this portal, which takes you to a much more interesting forest location where you can kill leeches, or marvel at the perfectly in sync banana rexes. All of this, though, comes after you've waited between 1 to 3 hours of real time for your dragon to mature. Which sounds boring, and it is, but it's an animal survival sim game, right? Even Saurian and the Isle make you wait to grow. The difference is, though, that there's nowhere to go and nothing to see in Day of Dragons. There are no distinguishable landmarks, and locations are so far apart that leaving your starting oasis is actually just a waste of time. I could deal with the clunky mechanics, weird hitboxes, and stiff flight controls if there was something to do, but at the moment there just really isn't. On the servers I played on, the mainstay is social interaction. Like with all multiplayer online games, a community of driven people can make their own fun in a desolate and empty world. I'd really like to see this game get better. Even the people who have been the most critical of this game and its developer want it to succeed. But in the meantime, there is a game from 2004 that I need to try, and an Indiegogo page that I probably need to keep an eye on. Hey, thanks for watching the video. You know what time it is. It's time for me to beg. Please hit the buttons. You know the ones, the like and subscribe. YouTube does not care about me if you don't. Also, comments and shit, just anything. Give me anything, please.